Deep in the rugged heart of Montana, something colossal lies buried. A structure of immense stones defying explanation. Could this be just nature's whim or the ghost of a forgotten age? Prepare to question everything. America's greatest mystery has been hiding in plain sight. Megalithic ruins in Montana that no human could have built.
Was constructed with layers of solid rock, granite, covered with geopolymer concrete. There's a perfect example.
That's the claim. Is it possible? What if everything you thought you knew about the past was wrong? The Montana megaliths, towering walls of stone, hidden for millennia beneath layers of earth and time. They rise from the landscape, a puzzle demanding to be solved. How could such a thing exist? And why is no one talking about it? The story begins not with archaeologists, but with a chance discovery. A piece of land cleared, revealing something impossible. Not a random scattering of rocks, but an engineered structure. A wall of massive blocks, fitted with impossible precision. 275 feet long and rising 25 feet above the earth. But that's just what's visible. Another 15 feet may lie buried, making it a 40-foot skyscraper of stone. Blocks weighing 91 tons, 60 cars combined. This isn't just big, it's colossal. Granite doesn't break into perfect cubes. It fractures into jagged, unpredictable shapes. So how do we explain the polygonal blocks with crisp edges and straight lines? Was this stone deliberately cut, shaped by ancient hands? Around the world, only a handful of sites display stonework of this kind. Sacsayhuaman in Peru, Cyclopean masonry in Greece, baffling megaliths in Japan. The explanation? Humans. But in Montana, no such civilization is known to have existed. Strange protrusions mark the surface of the stones. Knobs, seemingly pointless bulges, yet they appear at megalithic sites across the globe. Peru, Egypt, India, China. Is this coincidence? Or is this a building tradition that spans continents? For years it lay hidden beneath trees and soil, camouflaged by nature. Only after clearing. The land did its full scale emerge. Geologists dismissed it as a rock formation. But the precision, the alignment, the size, too many questions remain. Rewriting history, that's what some claim. The Sage Wall of Montana, bearing uncanny similarities to ancient megalithic structures across the globe. Montana, mentioned in the same breath as Sacsayhuaman, the Great Pyramids? Michael Collins of Wandering Wolf investigated the site. He observed the knobs, the protrusions that rise from the stone surfaces. He points out the recurring presence of these knobs in Peru, Egypt, India, and China. He noticed straight channels carved into the stone, seemingly designed to control water flow. Additional wall-like formations nearby, suggesting a larger complex. Grooves and cuts in the granite, resembling tool marks, cup marks, small circular cavities carved into the stone, a form of rock art dating back tens of thousands of years. These marks appear in patterns strikingly similar to those at Sacsayhuaman. In Peru, a shared prehistoric culture, Dr. Semir Osmanagic, known for his controversial work on the Bosnian pyramid, studied the site. He concluded that the Sage Wall was man-made. He notes that the wall is aligned with the winter solstice. Intentional planning, cultural significance, Osmanagic suggests the wall predates the end of the last ice age, 11,700 years ago, older than Göbekli Tepe, older than any known city in the Americas, built when mainstream archaeology believes the continent was sparsely populated. During the Ice Age, a land bridge connected Asia to North America. The Sage Wall stood in a crucial passage between ice sheets, a strategic hub for human movement, near rivers leading to 3 oceans. Rich in minerals, a central gathering place, a trading hub, a ceremonial complex, the wall survived the Younger Dryas, a period of massive environmental upheaval. Giant glacial floods swept across the Pacific Northwest. That the Sage Wall remained intact suggests resilience, a design meant to withstand catastrophic forces. The Montana megaliths, the Tizer dolmen, resembling stone table-like tombs found across Europe and Asia. The pipestone walls, boulders with scoop marks and carvings. Skeptics dismiss them as erosion. Others see global megalithic traditions. Some argue that whoever built The Sage Wall possessed advanced technology. Others suggest a prehistoric knowledge system, aligned to stars and solstices. Still others hypothesize Montana was once a center of global exchange. Montana, often thought of for its rugged wilderness and mining history, once the site of a civilization comparable to those that raised Stonehenge. Mainstream archaeology urges caution, pointing to a lack of artifacts. The physical reality of the Sage Wall remains undeniable, but not everyone agrees. Many geologists argue that the structure can be explained through natural processes. The boulder batholith, a massive underground granite formation fractured by tectonic stress, uplift, and erosion. Cracks run across granite cliffs. The slow, natural splitting of rock under enormous pressure, not the handiwork of ancient engineers. The Sage Wall fits this model. Granite batholiths fracture in linear and polygonal patterns. Timothy Alberino highlights how many of the cracks at Sage Wall follow continuous paths from bottom to top. Structural integrity requires staggered blocks. This continuous fracturing is a geological fingerprint, nature, not humans. Dr. Stuart Parker explains that the knobs form when harder minerals resist erosion. Softer sections wear away more quickly. Differential weathering. Coincidence, not cultural. Similar results can arise in different parts of the world. The absence of cultural artifacts. No tools, pottery fragments, carvings, or evidence of settlement nearby. If people had quarried and moved 90-ton stones, surely some trace would remain. It becomes harder to argue that Sage Wall is anything other than a geological curiosity. Yet the debate refuses to die. Ground-penetrating radar suggests the wall continues at least 15 feet below the surface, a flat platform or foundation below the wall. Highly unusual in natural rock formations, magnets stick to the surface of the granite blocks. An unusually high concentration of magnetic minerals, a sign of deliberate modification, unknown geological processes, altered stone, selected for specific reasons. The lack of peer-reviewed studies also contributes to the uncertainty. Private investigations, YouTube documentaries, and independent researchers, not universities or official archaeological teams, each side claims the evidence supports their position. So which is it? Tectonic stress and natural erosion, or a vanished structure built before the end of the Ice Age? The truth is that no one can yet say with absolute certainty. The geological explanations are strong, but they don't account for every anomaly. The Sioux man-made theories capture the imagination, but lack the kind of physical evidence that would make them conclusive. This unresolved tension is precisely what keeps the Sage Wall so fascinating. The Sage Wall in Montana, strangely familiar, as if the same language of stone is whispering a story that we have yet to fully understand. A wall in North America echoing. Construction styles seen in Peru, Egypt, and Turkey. Sacsayhuaman in Peru. Gigantic polygonal blocks fitted together with extraordinary precision. Stones weighing over 100 tons. Knobs or protrusions on their surfaces. Side by side, the resemblance is undeniable. The Great Pyramid of Giza. Precision in stone cutting. And alignment. Strange knobs, cup marks, and unexplained grooves. Evidence of advanced stoneworking skills appearing in a place where no such tradition is supposed to exist. Göbekli Tepe in Turkey. Monumental construction existing long before agriculture. The massive T-shaped pillars dating to more than 11,000 years ago. Monumental construction is not limited to the classical civilizations we know. The Kaimanawa Wall in New Zealand. Large rectangular blocks stacked in courses. Local geologists argue it is a natural ignimbrite outcrop. Others insist on deliberate shaping. The debate about Sage Wall almost exactly mirrored dolmens, megalithic tomb-like structures found across Europe, Asia, Africa, and Korea. The Tizer Dolmen in Montana. Large upright stones supporting a flat horizontal slab. Evidence of knobs and grooves similar to those at other dolmen sites. Alignments and astronomical connections. Many megalithic structures oriented to solstices and equinoxes. The Sage Wall faces the winter solstice. Ancient builders observing the sky, embedding celestial cycles into their architecture, the only site of its kind in North America. Montana not known to have hosted complex societies at the scale required for such engineering. feats. Could there have been a civilization in the Americas long before the Clovis culture? Why has no other evidence of their existence been found? The implications are enormous, rewriting the story of human settlement in the Americas, pushing back the timeline of advanced culture by thousands of years. Building monumental stone structures in the New World before agriculture, North America possibly a cradle of innovation in its own right. Early peoples sharing knowledge with societies across the globe, or developing similar techniques independently. Convergent cultural evolution. Is it impossible to explain the similarities among megalithic sites without assuming some form of contact between continents? Human beings everywhere faced similar challenges and arrived at similar solutions. The Sage Wall's potential connection to this global network of mysteries keeps it at the center of debate. Not simply a strange wall in Montana, a missing link in a chain of sites that stretches from the Andes to the Nile, from Anatolia to the Pacific. It stands alone in North America, a structure that should not exist if conventional history is correct, daring us to decide whether it is nature's illusion or the relic of a civilization lost to time. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Click the next video for more exciting content.